Bad mother.
Hello everyone, my name is Chanel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a day in the life of what I do as a high school Spanish teacher. Right now it is my planning period, it is ninth period, and I love this part of the day because it allows me to set up everything that I need to do for the next day, and I can really just leave here right at my contract time, and that is something I am so adamant about doing, is being able to go home right when I'm allowed to and kind of leave school at school. Although I really don't do work at home, like I don't do planning or prepping or anything like that. I really do use every minute of my day to the best of my ability to be able to plan and get everything graded at school. It is really hard for me to turn off work mode mentally. Like I go home and I just think about things. I think about classroom management, I think about assessments, I think about plans that I have to make or plans that I have made, and it just makes it very difficult for me to kind of be in my home mode. But that's something I'm continuing to work on. Like sometimes it has gotten so bad where like I'm not able to sleep at night because I'm just consistently thinking about these things, and I don't think that's healthy at all. But if someone else is going through the same thing, please let me know, because it's infuriating in a way to consistently think about work, and I feel like that is something that is just so, and I feel like that's something that just teachers do, but I could be wrong. But outside of that little rant, overall my school year has been going pretty well. I really do like my schedule, I like my students, I like the classes I'm teaching, but the one thing that's getting me a little bit is my classroom itself, because it is consistently under construction and I didn't have access to it, and I wasn't able to set up my classroom until like the day of school, and it's still under construction 2 weeks into school. So I'm at the point where I'm like, I couldn't wait any longer to put up things or put up posters or set it up in a way that I wanted to, because there was no more time. And mostly now I'm using my planning period to set up stuff, but that's okay because I did do work over the summer in preparation for the school year, so I didn't feel like overwhelmed and stressed. And it's kind of coming along nicely, but I wish it was better. And this is my first year teaching 5 days in person, and it is a lot. Like I go home and I'm exhausted every day. And to have to set up my classroom and do like that physicalness at the end of my school day is not something I want to be doing, so that's something I'm working with as well. This year I do have 4 preps. I'm teaching Spanish 2, 3, 4, and 5, which the Spanish 5 course is a new course that I created, and I absolutely love it. It's filled with just my seniors, and the course is designed to allow them to have the seal of biliteracy, which is like New York State says that you're proficient in 2 languages, but their languages will be Spanish and English. So this is my first year doing that, and I'm very excited about that, and I think all the kids will do great. I am teaching a college class as well. I'm teaching the college Spanish 4 students, and that is such like a wonderful group, and I really do enjoy going into that class every day. And I do think like it is such a blessing to be able to go into a class and just love like everything about it, like down to like every little minute is just a joy, and I really do feel that coming into work every day. The first day of school and the first few days of school were difficult because students were like chatty and rambunctious, and I can work with chatty, I can deal with energy, and I can build off energy, but it was in a negative way, and that was something that was very hard for me to adjust to, was when the energy and the chatter was becoming disrespectful, and that is something I'm like, and all teachers are 100% against. But it did take the students some time to adjust to just being in school and being around each other all day, especially in a confined space like a classroom. Hybrid did have its perks, and that's what I was on last year. I was doing hybrid in person 2 days a week, and the students were virtual 3 days a week. And I think as a first year teacher, that was a blessing for me because it really allowed me to take my time in lesson planning, although a lot of teachers felt like that was like the hardest year ever. But for a first year teacher, I really liked it. But now I feel like I don't have enough time to do anything, and I kind of wish I had all the time as I did during the school year of 2020. But I'm adjusting well, and I think that my schedule is set up perfectly to allow me to plan and prep and assess during the day, so I really don't have to bring those stuff and do it at home. Although my classroom isn't completely set up, I will show you a few things that I really do like. I created like next to nothing of all of the things that I have, but I either got them as gifts during student teaching or from the kindness of those educators online who share all those things for free. So let me just share with you a little bit about my classroom and some of the stuff that I have set up. These are some posters that I have for how to say I, you, he, she, they, we in Spanish. I'm still new to teaching non-binary Spanish. It is not something I did while I was a student, so including this in here really helps me be mindful of that, and some of my students have even told me that they appreciate it as well. I created these question words on Canva, and I honestly really like them. I love how Canva offers free subscriptions to teachers, but the thing is, I don't know where I want to put them. I think I possibly want to put them up there, somewhere, but I could also potentially put them in the back, either on the white cabinets or maybe on the actual boxes themselves. So I'm just not sure actually what I want to do with them yet. This is also a work in progress. I want it to be a bookshelf, but I don't know if the paper is going to stay because it's just wrapping paper, and I feel like it's going to break very easily when students starts putting books on there. So I don't know. And then there's all of these boxes that still need a place to go, but not sure where they're going to go. They aren't mine, they're from the previous chemistry teacher who was in this room, and I don't teach chemistry, so I'm curious as to where they will go eventually. But there were a whole bunch that I moved down here in all of these cabinets. So there are many boxes in those cabinets as well. And I've shared this before, but this is what my digital planner for today looks like. The black is what I had planned when I was doing summer planning, but there was no way we got to how much I thought we were going to get to by now. So the yellow highlights is what we actually did today. So today we read a story, then I checked their comprehension by them doing a thumbs up, thumbs down. If the statement was true, they put a thumbs up. If the statement was false, they put a thumbs down. And then they had to translate sentences. This was a story that they read that I got from Meredith White online on Twitter. She shared it for free. And then after checking their comprehension, they went and translated the sentences into Spanish using the story. And I just made it home. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to work and another 30 minutes to get home from work. I actually hate my commute. I hate having to drive 30 minutes. It's way too long for me. That's an hour in the car every single day, and I really don't like it. Last year, my commute was about 20 minutes one way, and it really wasn't terrible, but the extra 10 minutes really does make a big difference. Since I moved this year, I am having to deal with that. And I also have to deal with a lot more like traffic stops and red lights and all those things. And I don't know, I just really don't like it. Some people do prefer a longer commute so that they can kind of get into teacher mode or get out of teacher mode. And I respect that. I'm not saying anything wrong about it, but I'm just saying it's not for me. Look at these two crazies. Look at these two crazies. Hey, no, no, no. Don't be bad. I'm also one of those people who have to change right when they get home from work. Like, I hate being in clothes, or my teacher clothes, I mean. So I'm literally wearing my boyfriend's pants and I'm wearing his sweater because boyfriend clothes are the most comfy clothes. Isn't that right, Max? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, look at that. Good boy.
Good boy.
Michael and I also take turns cooking, but however, he cooked so much more this week than I did, so bless him. And he made crock pot today. Chicken and potatoes, but it's still cooking. We told ourselves that we were going to do a lot more crock pot this year, and just make it in the morning as opposed to having to make dinner at night, which can be really annoying. So we'll see how that goes. Today he worked from home, so it was a little bit easier for him to put that together. But I don't know if I really like waking up earlier to have to put something into the crock pot. It just seems like redundant to have to wake up early. I don't know if I'll like actually wake up early to do crock pot stuff because I enjoy my sleep, and you know, an extra 15-20 minutes can really make a big difference. So we'll see. And that's really much it for the rest of the night. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna do a whole lot of nothing. Eat food I probably shouldn't be eating. And just relax, because what else can I do, right? I sometimes feel so incredibly stressed out from teaching on Fridays, and I really just try to use my Friday night just to kind of recuperate and just wrap my mind so I can actually enjoy my Saturday and I can actually enjoy my Sunday and not feel so incredibly tired on Saturday and Sunday. So if you like this video, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel.